January week 4, game week. This is a really fun week because it really kind of captures what it feels like to be kind of stuck inside in the cold when you've kind of already done everything, and what do you do now? And it's a really, really great midwinter week. So our story, so the Snow Queen came and she covered Wondergarten in snow, and so all of the gnomes and friends are kind of trapped in, they're snowed in, and so they're getting a little bit bored. They're kind of just sitting there, and so it's this kind of funny story of Rudabug kind of just laying around. They're all just kind of laying around, and then of course Petty Palm, our chipper little young gnome, has some ideas, and he breaks out into this really fun song called You're Bored. And this song I think is hilarious, and it's just really fun. So read through the lyrics, and he says, "You're bored, I know." And then he goes into all the things that you can do when you're bored, a ton of fun ideas. Sometimes I just end up singing the song to my kids because they're like, "What do I do?" And I can, well, you can build or fort or stack some blocks or make a puppet with a sock. And there's so many fun things that he rattles off. And so it's a really fun scene of him singing all the things they can do while they're stuck inside. So he sings that song. This song is actually like a 2-page spread because there's so many words that we wanted to get into that. So that song is of course on the winter album you can listen along to. And then we get to do some of these things in our week. So we'll start off with a simple Play-Doh, or you can reuse your clay or just kind of anything you have. Again, that Play-Doh keeps really well if you keep it airtight. So if you made this on Cozy Week, you can, or even if you still have Play-Doh from autumn, you could reuse this. And then our main lesson, we're gonna do some Tic-Tac-Toe. You can do this with sticks and acorns, or you could of course draw it on paper. And just to begin, if your children are little, to introduce gameplay with your children, or if they're a little older, play some games. So whatever, if this is their first time really playing a game, introduce them to the concept of gameplay and putting a piece down or marking a little mark on their spot and playing games together. Our day 2 morning, we'll be doing puzzles. So again, a great cozy snowy day activity. You can use whatever puzzles you have. Our January kit will come with a puzzle, but any kid-friendly puzzles will do just great. So do some puzzles. Now I do have a little note here for families who are staying a little more true to Waldorf philosophy. Puzzles can be a little bit controversial in early childhood in Waldorf because they're considered kind of a head activity. They're kind of a higher level thinking. So in a traditional Waldorf school, you wouldn't see puzzles in early childhood because they want to keep them kind of not going into their heads just yet. I do love a good puzzle. So this is up to you. So this is just a note so that you can kind of make a decision based on what's best for your family. Of course, obviously, everything we do is very flexible to the Waldorf approach, but we want to honor it since it is a little bit part of our roots. But if you're really wanting to stay true to Steiner's philosophy, maybe skip the puzzles, or if you love a puzzle, go ahead and do it. So just wanted to put a little note there just so that you can be aware of that if you need. But you can do some puzzles. And then our baking day, we'll do our wheat bread again. So this is where we get to come back to a familiar recipe, bake that bread again. It's always really nice to come back to something familiar. As the mom or the teacher, you don't have to think so much. It's like, oh, I know that recipe. I've done it a million times. For the kid, it's really nice to just come back to something they know. It's kind of just that predictable, secure feeling. So come back to this nice, yummy bread recipe. Then our day 3, our morning, instead of crayons, we're going to be doing pattern block mandalas. Now, your supply kit won't come with these, and this is just an example. This can be anything you have. So if you have pattern blocks like these, this is a great time to get them out and have them make shapes. Even if you just have loose items or found items, you can create little patterns. This can be whatever you have. If you want to get some fun blocks, this could even be magnet tiles. This could be whatever. The idea here is just free creating with shapes, with blocks, with things to create patterns and colors and beauty. So whatever you have, whatever you can find, just kind of a free creation morning is the idea here. I do get a million questions about where I did get these blocks in the photos. These are blocks that my mom saved for me my entire life. So these she got way back when. I'm not sure. I do think they still exist out there, but I'm not sure where to get them. So if anyone knows, you can pop that in the chat because they're really, I do love this set. And I'm hoping maybe we can get some manufactured ourselves as well. But for now, use what you have. Just free create kind of beautiful shapes and patterns. And then our main lesson for painting day, we're going to be making some game cards. So this can also take shape in a few different ways. If you want to cut out little pieces of watercolor paper and round the corners, and they can color on them, and you can essentially create and make your own matching game, or kind of, again, just kind of getting the idea of playing games with what we have around. So if they color green on a few and blue on a few and purple on a few, you can shuffle them up and start to do a memory game if you would like, or anything that sounds fun. Or if they're little and they just kind of want to color on some watercolor paper, that's fine too. It's just kind of a fun opportunity if you want to make a memory card game or anything like that. You can do that. And that concludes January, a really sweet month, lots of cozy themes, lots of fun stories, lots of sweet songs, and a really nice, again, kind of calm, slow pace after the joyful rush of December. And so I hope that feels good for you all.